Have Mudvayne all but confirmed face paint for their return at incarceration in September? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Mudvayne's return. More specifically, if we will be seeing a return to the real Mudvayne. Will we be getting Chad, Ryan, Matt, and Greg from Illinois, or will we be getting Cud, Spag, Rhino, and Gerg from Zeta Reticuli? Personally, I hope and I think that we will be getting a return to the LD50 style of Mudvayne that we all know and love from the early 2000s. Now, I personally would love to see a return to the face paints and the theatrics, and I am here to explain why I think we have more than one reason that points towards this being the case. So, first and foremost, it would be silly of them not to suit up. It is very obvious what the people want, and it's time. I think Mudvayne are more respected now than they ever were in the past, and I've said it once and I will say it again, I think LD50 is the most underrated metal album of all time. From the music itself to the entire atmosphere that the band brought, with a lot of that atmosphere being credited to the appearance. Now, for some actual evidence pointing towards my theory that we will see Mudvayne in face paint once again, first up, the marketing. Now, from my research, every piece of marketing has been heavily based on LD50, with a few little odes to the end of all things to come, in which Mudvayne was still pretty heavily theatric. Mudvayne had more and more mainstream success with later albums, so why aren't they using anything in the marketing from Self-Titled or Lost and Found, etc.? And I mean it, if you watch any of these teasers that they've released for their return, they all feel very, very Alien-esque, very LD50 style, what with the editing or the samples that they're using. They all use music from LD50 and The End. And even the logos that we see in these teasers are all from LD50 or The End of All Things to Come. As you can see on this teaser, we have the LD50 style logo for Mudvayne, and throughout all of these teasers, you will see the return of the triangle logo that made its debut during The End of All Things to Come. Even with the behind the scenes footage of the band practicing, they are playing -1 from LD50. That's not even a really well-known song. Like, they didn't even choose to use Dig or Death Blooms. They used -1. I just find that one really, really interesting. Fantastic song, by the way. Now, they released a new flyer either yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure when I will get this video out, but that flyer shows a shot from LD50 as well. The entire band in face paint from 20 years ago. Why not a new shot of the band all together in present day? They are planting a face paint seed right in front of our faces without actually saying, hey, we're going to be wearing face paint again. And now finally, a slightly more personal one. We have to look into what the band members themselves are posting, and Chad Gray is the biggest example that I could find. So far on Instagram, he has posted 2 Mudvayne throwback photos, and they both feature him wearing face paint. And the first one that he posted has an interesting caption. It's a photo of him during the LD50 era, and the caption reads, "Can't wait for this, let's go, the dead man." Which leads me to believe that Chad considers this to be a different version of himself and has maybe nicknamed it the Dead Man specifically being Chad as Cud. I don't know, the last sentence of that caption just seemed very, very specific, especially when paired with that photo. So that's pretty much all I've been able to compile so far. Let me know what you guys think. Was there anything that I missed that you noticed? Drop a comment and let's discuss. Oh yeah, and one more thing, because I already know that there's going to be at least a couple comments of people saying, why should we give a shit about this? Mudvayne with makeup or Mudvayne without makeup, why does it matter? Well, on behalf of true Mudvayne fans, I will say that it definitely does matter, and if you don't get it, then you just don't get it, and it is what it is. So, until next time, this has been AJ Good at the House of Masks telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to face paint, please, and we will see you guys later.